Just like we told y'all last week, Alabama would run through Miami. And what happened? Alabama ran through Miami.
Destroyed them.
They added them to the list of season opener kills. I told you a week ago, they have won their last 6 season openers by an average of 29 points.
30.
They won by 31.
Hit the average.
For all the people who jumped on the video and on the post acting like Miami was going to do this or that or they had a chance.
No.
I'm going to need you to tune in and you definitely get your notepads out.
Yes, please.
Because y'all tripping. Like, you really have faith in them. So my first question to you is, was there ever a point in the game where you thought that Miami actually stood a chance?
Hell no, absolutely not. I mean, Miami didn't even get a legit drive, it felt like, until the beginning of the second quarter, and then King gets popped, the ball's folded in, Alabama's on top of it, they're out here celebrating, and you feel like they're taking control of the game already. I mean, Miami was never able to get any sort of stable foundation, simple, rolling out of the pocket, like establishing a run game, because that's what Alabama is. This is no surprise. Alabama is going to be this effective until Nick Saban steps down. Like, until he is not calling the shots for this talent and for this recruiting to come in, this is going to be Alabama as we know it. But you look, they were up 27-3 at the half. They were going away with the game at the halftime, and then you have the turnover. Alabama throws a 94-yard bomb, and that's the dagger. I mean, I didn't even watch past that, man. It's 34-3. You really think Saban's going to throw below a 31-point lead? No, I don't. I predicted 45-14, 44-13, and you were fairly close to it as well. So
44-17. It was 44-13.
Exactly. I mean, we knew this was going to be a wipe, and it's no surprise. I mean, Bryce Young, I got to say, that kid can actually play. Yes, he's standing behind a great O-line, and of course, he's already playing with NFL starters probably from day one at this moment. But Bryce Young still is able to, make the big throws, able to make the throws on the run, and overall be that, prototype of quarterback that people are starting to see. And I got to say, you got Mac Jones in the NFL now, starter. Tua's in the NFL now, going to be a starter. I hope the Eagles have it together, and they're going to have a starter in Jalen Hurts. They're creating this mantra to where, hey, we're not just defense. We're not just wide receivers. I'm about to potentially put a 4th superstar quarterback into your league, and here he is butting in front of you. So hats off to Bama, and Saban's probably going to win number, 8 this year? Is that what it is? 7? I don't know. Too damn many.
I don't know. He's got a lot.
Too damn many. Him and Brady are just in the same class at this point.
Yeah, man. It's pretty much outlandish. I mean, Bryce Young did come out there and put together a masterpiece for anyone who was concerned about what he was going to look like. Oh, they got a new quarterback.
He wiped that away the first quarter, really.
Only put up 344 yards and 4 touchdowns for the best debut for any Alabama quarterback. I mean, he out-threw Mac Jones and Tua and Jalen. So, I mean, he's on pace to do what they did. He might even do it bigger.
Right.
I mean, Mac just a season ago did more than what Tua did.
Exactly. And I want to say the 94-yard bomb, I heard it was tied for the longest pass in franchise history. This kid is smashing every possible record, got the win. Cupcake schedule for the rest of the way. I mean, here we go with the tie again.
And he threw the bomb to a kid named Jameson.
There you go. There you go. Cheers to that, baby. There we go.
Yeah, man, but they came out the game just looked unfair from the start, man. I mean, they were up 27-3 at the half. They just looked bigger, stronger, faster. The game was not evenly matched at all. I mean, if you watch Brian Robinson out there, almost every carry, it took 3-4 guys to bring him down. The first defender never tackled him.
Right.
He's running over people. He's dragging people. I mean, there were times in the game where I saw him with a guy on his leg, and he's dragging him for 2 yards, and then somebody with a running start came to hit him, and he stiff-armed him into the ground and drugged the guy on his leg for another yard before they finally pulled him down. It's they looking like straight man children out there playing against boys.
Right.
It wasn't fair.
Yeah.
Miami was way overrated. And
100%.
I'm surprised they're still ranked.
Yeah. I mean, look at Manny Diaz. This guy's known for bringing pressure, in very creative ways. He sacked Bryce Young one time. This dude's putting 7-8 people back in coverage. Do we not know from the past 15 to 20 years of college football, if you give a team like Alabama time, they're going to win the football game, torch you through the air, and throw for over 300 yards? All 3 of those happened.
They can already run the football extremely effectively. You see, they went 3-4 deep in the running back room.
Yep.
Even though the novices never even really heard of Brian Robinson, they went deep, and all of them ate. None of those guys were getting tackled on the first guys.
Right.
They're going to have the deepest running back room for years to come.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the list in the NFL right now is just countless, and they're still pumping them out.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of ridiculous, which brings me to my next question. Should we just go ahead and just give the trophy to Nick Saban and crew? Is there anyone that's challenging them this year?
I mean, to refer to the latter question, no, I don't think there's anybody that's going to challenge Alabama this year. We're about to get into Georgia, and got a lot to say for you Dogs fans out there. I'm a Dogs fan too, but let's not eat the cheese and take the fool's gold. Don't see Ohio State competing. Definitely don't see Oklahoma competing. I mean, there is no one right now, and for the lack of better memory, outside of Clemson, anyone that's really been in LSU, anyone that's been able to knock off Alabama. I mean, they run away with it every year. When you think that they've sent everyone to the draft, now we've got 7 more 5 stars just, waiting. We've already contacted them in the 8th grade, and they're going to play for us in 6 years. Like, don't even worry about talking to them. That is the mantra with this team. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give it to Saban and his minions. I mean, they're probably going to take it home again. There's no one that is a powerhouse like Alabama right now in college football, but this is nothing new.
There's not a single team in the top 10 that I would give within 20 points of Alabama.
Exactly. That's just it's literally Alabama in the field. It is Alabama and everybody, and it's not even that lopsided in the NFL right now.
No, like there's more parity in pretty much every sports league outside of college football.
Exactly. This is why it's hard for me to stay caught on. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Huge dynasty, great franchise, but damn, you like to see someone else get in there. That's why we love to see Clemson. LSU took it home, just absolutely blew everyone out. I mean, Oklahoma with the little runs, Georgia when they decided to do it, but it's always Alabama at the top.
Even the year that LSU won, they beat Alabama by what, 5?
Right. They had to scrape their hearts
Tua.
out. Right.
Tua was on one leg.
Yep.
And they still were within a score of winning that game.
Yep.
Against the team that set every offensive record in NCAA history.
Yep. And LSU was up big in that game. So I think they were up like 28-10 at the half, 20-7, something like that.
And then them down the second half.
Yep. And then Alabama just dug in and came back and took away your left hook and just took away your best move and put you in a corner and damn near won that game without a quarterback. Pretty impressive. It shows you what Nick Saban can do.
Oh, no, Tua played. I think he damn near threw for 400 yards. He couldn't run.
Right. Without a full disposal of your quarterback, rather.
I mean, in hindsight, they could have just put Mac in.
Looking at it now, yeah.
We had no idea that he was that good.
We didn't know who he was, though. We didn't know who he was yet.
All right, he got that one in.